Hey, what's going on out there, United fans? So United just got done losing 3-2 to Arsenal, and that was a very, heartbreaking way for United to lose. And if there's one thing this game has taught me is that, without Casemiro, United defensively and their whole defensive structure is completely screwed because obviously they could have used Casemiro today. We could have used Casemiro. And without Casemiro, I mean, a victory over Arsenal would have been almost impossible today, even though we had a lead. But the problem is we couldn't defend our lead at all today, couldn't capitalize on it. And obviously, you look at Arsenal, man, very good squad. I think they, without a doubt, outperformed United today in midfield, if I'm being honest here. But overall, it was a good game. United, they played a lot better than I expected them to play against Arsenal, even though, defensively today, United were just an absolute and just a complete and overall mess. And really, I mean, one thing I don't want anybody to do is blame this loss on Ten Hag. This has got nothing to do with Ten Hag. If anybody's going to point the finger and try and blame Ten Hag for this loss, well, I have news flash for you. What do you expect him to do when the freaking board does not allow him to get the players he wants, okay? Because that's the issue with Manchester United right now, is if only they would have given Ten Hag full control from the time they freaking hired him, then maybe they could have won this game, okay? Maybe the Ten Hag could have gotten the players that he needs for his squad in order for United to get the results. Because obviously, against actual good teams like Arsenal, without Casemiro today, United just no freaking game plan at all. I mean, literally that last goal, the way how they conceded defensive positioning was horrendous. And it makes you realize here that with United, as long as the Glazers are going to be in charge, United, they might not ever make it to another Champions League final again. I mean, who knows? But I mean, right now, I don't know when there's going to be the day when United finally get new ownership. But obviously, I mean, at the time of me recording this video with United, it feels like, that it's just the same old thing with United. You get your hopes up, you say they're going to finish top four, and in the end, against, when it comes to actually performing and trying to, let alone, secure a draw against Arsenal, United, can't even do that. And this is what happens, man. This is what freaking happens when, you just have incompetent ownership in charge that is not serious about winning. This is really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Because obviously for Antony, I kind of do feel like that United, I'm starting to get the vibe right now that United overpaid for Antony. I'm starting to believe that, you know what, maybe they did actually overpay for him. Instead of paying 60, 70 mil for him, they chose to break the bank for Antony when they could have used that remaining 20, 30 million, well, that remaining 40 million to actually go after another proven goal scorer or after another CDM. That's what United could have done, but instead they didn't do any of that. So now they are left wondering, okay, maybe we just did overpay for Antony, but we just don't want to admit it, okay? Because at the same time, I don't think Antony, is worth exactly 100 million, to be honest. I think he's worth at max 60, 70. That's what United should have freaking done. Because, man, I've been saying it in my preview video, United, they should have gone after a CDM to be a good temporary replacement for Casemiro, even though trying to find a player to replace Casemiro as a CDM on the market is downright impossible, unless, of course, it's Conte or Fabinho, okay? Because, obviously, otherwise, trying to replace a player of Casemiro's talent is downright impossible, especially with Manchester United. And right now, in this Arsenal game second half, I feel like that United just, the defense was just absolutely either exhausted completely or just without Casemiro giving them the instructions right there. It seemed like that United just couldn't know how to cover their ground against Arsenal, because that's what they failed to do, especially towards the end of the game. The way how they conceded that last goal to Arsenal just goes to show you that after that equalizer, that after United made it 2-2, Arsenal, they once again found new life. That's the way how it was. And, right now with United, you're just wondering what could they done differently to win this game. But yeah, it already happened. They dropped points today against Arsenal 3-2. Absolutely shocked with well, I'm not really shocked, but just I I was kind of expecting us to at least get a draw here over Arsenal, because I thought that for the most part, our front attack today, they were really good, but it's just defense, man. The defense has completely let Manchester United down again today, without, this time without Casemiro, obviously. So yeah, terrible weekend for every Manchester fan, going home with a 3-2 loss to Arsenal, a team that we beat 3-1. We lose to them 3-2. So yeah, that's that. Nothing much else to say about this loss here, except that, man, if once we have the money, we really need to go after another striker. And most importantly, we need to go after another CDM if we want to have a chance. Like, that's what they got to do. So, see ya.